And if you look at Article 6.1 against the Article 255, you realize already Article 6.1 says that the territory of Kenya is divided into counties specified in the first schedule. Now, the first schedule lists down 47 counties.
Yes.
That in itself is the structure of Kenya, of devolved government. One national government, 47 counties. So what that means, therefore, is if you want to bring in new counties, my thinking, I could be wrong. And for your information, I'm extremely sympathetic to what you're doing because it affects my people, the Tessos. Okay? So I feel them, and I know what it is they go through, and how much they want to have their independence. Now, but is that to mean, therefore, since you're literally touching on the structure from 47 counties to the new number that you want us to have, isn't that aren't you affecting the structure of government? Because the structure as stipulated in the Constitution is one national government and 47 counties. So which would mean maybe there may be a referendum aspect in it. Maybe that's something you people need to think about from where I sit and looking at the provision of the Constitution.
Through the chair.
Thank you very much.
Just before you respond, yes. Honorable Karoli, through the chair, I think Honorable Karoli is actually trying to explain to us on how it can happen, and let us give him time. I think I'm getting to understand those concepts, kidogo. Let's give him time.
Oh, let's proceed. Okay. Thank you. Let us understand, international boundaries are defined under international law, not under municipal law. So the boundaries of Kenya are a matter of public international law. So we cannot define them, and we cannot use administrative units of governance, be they for devolved countries or central government, to define our boundaries. That is another matter altogether under municipal law. What Article 6 is telling you is that there is a republic called Kenya. This republic has a national government, and it has, for the time being, the 47 counties listed in the first schedule. It is not telling you they are permanent. It is not telling you they are unamendable. It is not telling you new counties cannot be created. Otherwise, there would be no reason to have Article 188. The reason why there is Article 188 is that the first schedule to the Constitution of Kenya can be amended at any time the people of Kenya wish to do so. I hope that matter is also debunked. Okay. So, let's again demystify another myth. There is this myth that new counties will be costly, that new counties will be expensive to run. What people don't realize is that new counties will have their national subvention prorated from the existing 15% subvention to the counties where they currently are. So what you have is the limited additional expense of having a county women rep, a governor, and a senator. The rest of them, the MCAs will be the same, the members of parliament will be the same. And here the examples begin. How many constituencies do we have in Taita Taveta? How many, and it is a county, how many do we have in Elgeyo Marakwet? How many constituencies do we have in Isiolo? How many constituencies do we have in Lamu? How many constituencies do we have in Tharaka Nithi? If you compare that, the population, the constituencies, the MCS, and the people behind us here, most of them are the same, 2 constituencies, 3 constituencies, or 4. And then data, current data indicates for Homa Bay County, much of the revenue is from Suba, the 2 Suba constituencies. If you go to Mount Elgon, Trans Nzoia and Bungoma, much of the revenue is from Mount Elgon. If you go to Migori, much of the revenue is from Kuria. And then, and Baringo is the same. Yeah, from Tiat. We cannot justify.
Karoli.
And we need to understand this. The simple additional expense of a few senators, one governor or a few people, is not justification to permanently commit injustice to these members of Kenya.
Yes.
You cannot justify it that way. Because there are already counties that on their own source of revenue are not sustained. Actually, 85% of the current counties in Kenya on their own source revenue cannot sustain themselves. So if we are already supporting the others, we cannot deny these other guys. Yes, either we apply the same rules to everybody or we don't. So the issue of cost does not arise. It will be the same 15% being prorated between the old and the new counties. I hope that is the balance. There is another myth that when we create new counties, we will promote ethnic balkanization. And as I said, there is a Latin maxim, e pluribus unum. Out of many, one. Our constitution recognizes our diversity. It pronounces itself very elaborately. It encourages communities to manage their own affairs, require provisions of proximate and easily accessible public services, and promote decentralization. There is no ethnic angle to this quest. We just want fairness, justice, and an end to discrimination.
Exactly.
Yes, that is all we want.
Karoli, sorry.
There are two other additional minor myths. One, that we are promoting this so that each one of us here could go back and become governors. I just throw it back to you. This process you are stewarding here is creating certain public offices. I do not want to accuse any of you for being here to create a position that you will occupy later. I don't think that is the case. If it doesn't apply to you, it should not apply to us.
Yes.
Yes? Are we together? And then there is the other one, that the new counties will promote corruption. You hear that myth. Yeah? If that is the case, then we should do away with all the counties. We should even do away with the national government. We should even do away with the police service because they are ranked as the most corrupt. But we've never said we are going to stop having the country Kenya or a national government because of corruption. The challenge there is how to address cases of corruption. It is not how to commit injustice on people because others have been committing corruption. No, that does not apply. So finally, honorable members, we therefore wish to request this committee to include in its report to the National Assembly a recommendation for the establishment of an independent commission by Parliament under Article 188 of the Constitution of Kenya to review and alter the boundaries of the affected counties by creating the new counties of Kuria, Suba, Teso, Mount Elgon, Ijara, Mwingi, Nakuru West, East Pokot, Wajir South, and Gucha. Thank you very much.
Before you conclude, Honorable Karoli,
yes.
Before you conclude,
yes,
and you can see our sympathies for